How did you study for society and culture?
Well, society was like always my favourite subject, like along with English. So I really liked writing, and basically the syllabus for society is really ambiguous, but I just found that like I'd go through the job points and just write essays for like all of them, or as many as I could. And because the questions are usually kind of up for interpretation, like there's no right or wrong, like not many essays are right or wrong, but like it's kind of like your own interpretation. So I would just like break things into 3 job points every time. And so like if it was a question about say like rock and roll, I would talk about like consumerism or like just the other sectors of it. So it wasn't just like the normal. I tried to take it out of like its like normal range of responses. And that's basically, and also I just like go very like because it's a conceptual based subject, so I would just like make sure I knew all the concepts like off by heart, and yeah, basically that's about it.
Alright, so I'm just trying to draw a little bit sort of a structure out of that.
Yeah.
So the first step is you took the syllabus and you wrote notes.
Yeah.
And you said that because the syllabus is a little ambiguous, that can be a little bit tough, is that right? So how did you make your notes then for society and culture, given that problem?
Well, I had like a few different textbooks, like the one we had in class, and then I bought another one because I thought it wasn't like enough sort of thing. So I had that, I had 2 textbooks, and then I just got basically examples from like everywhere I could find, and I just put them all together, as well with class notes and stuff.
So it was using multiple sources.
Yeah.
Really. And you felt the need to do that because one wasn't enough?
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't rely just on one source. Like I needed to branch out to like lots of like primary and secondary like texts and stuff like that.
Alright, great. And so then you've got your syllabus dot point.
Yeah.
You've got multiple sources of information.
Yeah.
How did you then actually structure it for your notes?
Well, I typed my notes, and so I'd colour code like the different places I got it from. So if it was from one textbook, it'd be pink, or like another text would be orange or something, and if it's just from like a newspaper, I'd get like green or something. And I would just have like the job point and then like all the information and then the next job point, but then I'd break it up into like different parts as well, if like in my own way sort of thing.
That's I mean, what do you mean by when you say different parts?
Like, just say like the question was like for equality and difference, and which is like one of the topics in the thing. If it was like, oh, I can't even remember the stuff now, but if it was about like urbanization or something like that, I would like talk about that, and then I'd put it like in contrast to rural or like remote areas. So like it was kind of.
So you were finding interconnections.
Yeah.
And you were sort of trying to put that in your notes.
Yeah.
Alright, great. And so I gather your first, if you made more than one set of notes, would have been fairly long.
Yeah.
So using so many sources.
Yeah.
Did you end up cutting it down as the year went, or did you always maintain a sort of larger set of notes?
Well, I found that once, because I would just write the notes as I went. So I'd come home from school like on a Thursday and start to do society notes. But I found that once it got to around trial time, like I didn't want to do notes, like I didn't want to look at notes. So I just do practice essays. So I kind of ended up like neglecting my notes, but they'll always just like refer back on and write my essays on.
Alright, so in other words then it was just consistently writing the notes and you never really cut them down. You wanted that box and you have that information for your essays.
Yeah, basically.
Did you ever then spend time actually studying your notes and learning the content, or not really?
Not really, not for society, because like I know for like PHP, like I memorised the syllabus and like all the different job points and stuff, but for society it's more like I just have like all the information sort of thing and then like just write it out. And just like, I memorised different structures for different questions and stuff, but I never actually like physically like memorised the notes.
Alright, excellent.